Welcome in, Pirate fans, to tonight's podcast of Wheelersburg football. Speaking with head coach Rob Woodward. Coach, congratulations on your win against Jackson, and I know it was a tough win against a tough opponent. Coach Hall come down and had a pretty decent game plan for the Pirates, but you guys prevailed. Talk about the game in general, how you guys felt the Pirates played.
Well, I think Jackson has always been playing inspired football when they play Wheelersburg. But coming off the loss they had last week, they were definitely amped up, and I'm sure they had a good week of practice and had a good game plan coming in. A little different than what we thought that they would possibly align to us a little bit. So it took some coaching up by our assistant coaches to recognize and communicate with the players on what we thought would work and some things we could do differently. I thought they were a very physical team. That makes it for Hartley being physical and Watterson physical and Jackson physical. Three real good physical games that we've had here at the start of the season. Ironton, they were physical as well. So, it was a great test for our kids to face some adversity and have some guys right up in our face. And I thought we did well. I thought Trent Sayers did a good job of making some decisions on where to go with the football. But overall, just defensively, I thought that our guys played lights out. Take away a big kickoff return that gave them good field position and ultimately a score, and then a 4th and 4 about midfield that we got a little tangled up with the receiver, and he comes away with the catch, and hats off to him. And great play, but aside from that, our guys have played a real sound game and have done a great job of bottling them up. And we worked a little field position there from a special team standpoint. We're able to get a nice punt down inside the 5, and just some things that worked well for us. In Watterson game, our defense played lights out, and offense, turned the ball over and struggled a little bit. Where I thought against Jackson, our offense came out and hit a number of our goals. We got 7 of our 10 goals for that, and defensively, we actually missed some of goals. So the defense played well, but just a few breakdown plays can lead to the team having success that keeps them in a ball game like they did last week. So got to put all those units together: offense, defense, special teams, and we got room to get better. Guys are playing well against some good football teams, but we got to continue to get better.
Coach, I honestly think the defense has been really, really good. Offensively, it seems like we get into some rhythms and then we kind of make some mental mistakes. Is that something that you guys are seeing as well?
Yeah, rhythm has not officially been here, and that's coming with some of the youth, as you mentioned. Some of our inexperience has led to some inadvertent penalties. That's kind of helped to hindered in terms of developing the rhythm that we need. Just one missed block here and there, and again, I think we're right on the verge. We've got the guys in the position, but I think offensive line wise, we're at a better point right now than we were at this time of this year. I think I said that last time we talked, but we still got room to grow, and we've got to. I want to make sure that we see that development and see that better play as the weather begins to change here, and we need to see ourselves ramp it up a little bit and put together a good solid unit this week against Oak Hill Oaks.
I'm going to be honest with you, Coach. I would hate to see us in rhythm because we did. I think we put up around 447 yards offensively against Jackson. So that would be very special to watch Wheelersburg grow into a rhythm, because then I think you guys become a very, very dangerous football team.
Well, we just then you get teams that begin to lay down, and Jackson's not going to do that, and they didn't. They continued to battle us after 4 quarters, but we had some opportunities where we needed to really put our foot on the gas and go ahead. Didn't quite get that done. So again, it lasted a little while longer, but hey, more experience for our players and more opportunities for them to continue to get better. That's it's the name of the game.
You don't have a good stretch of easy games coming up either, with Oak Hill, Waverly, and Memphis all in the win. I think all three of them are either undefeated or have just one loss. Thoughts about this upcoming stretch in the SOC?
We have one loss between the next three teams that we play. Memphis will be tested this week with West. Waverly, I believe, begins SOC play with Valley. And then we play Oak Hill. And Oak Hill is always a good, tough team that really likes to run the football. They're 4-1 on their season. Their one loss comes to Memphis, a 39-0 loss. So it was a significant win for Memphis over Oak Hill. But we've got to just go out and play our game, and it's not a matter of worrying about the score of the opponent. It's a matter of us competing against ourselves in terms of trying to get better as Pirates. How can we get better? Take care of the football, limit them penalties and mistakes. And as you talked about, getting a rhythm developed and a sound defensive game with all the things that we're able to do special teams wise, and continue to see all those things executed.
Coach, you have Oak Hill this week, and it looks like you guys are all healthy. I noticed Trey Carter was kind of banged up. How was the injury report for the Pirates this week?
We're good. Trey got some good news, and he's going to take the amount of time that he needs to make sure he gets himself better. But looks to be back here towards the end of the season, which is what we want to hear. We'll see how his rehabilitation comes with his injury. But other than that, we've had some bumps and bruises as we've gone through, again, some tough, hard football games. But it's part of the game, and that's why we get out and work in the weight room like we do, and we'll see our guys come through it and continue to get better. Sickness is the thing that I worry about now. It seems like everybody is taking some time off of school or practice because of sickness going through. So we gotta get through that stretch. But these weeks 6, 7, and 8 are always tough time, tough stretch of the season for us, for any team, and we want to make sure we stay as healthy as we can.
Coach, any final thoughts before we get off this week?
I don't, Gene. I'm looking for our young kids to develop. We saw a big jump JV this week as we went to Huntington High and 42-0 win there. We had a good battle with Jackson last week. Suffered a loss in that, but I want to continue to see our young players develop, and we're working as a coaching staff to try to make sure we're developing those kids in the best way we can for the future of our program, but also so they can contribute in this year's season when they're called upon as we embark on another 10-game stretch from this point on that we hope to have. And we got some good quality kids there that I'm really excited to see how they can work and get better throughout this late part of the regular season into the postseason.
Coach, we appreciate your time. We look forward to seeing what you guys do against Oak Hill.
Thank you.
All right.
Go Birds.